Welcome, welcome. Osio. I say hello in Cherokee. You say hi back, so you say Sio. And this is the School of Athens, so we have to learn Greek too. So hello is cherete. And you say cherete back, or you say hi, gia. Now, if you stop there and say, oh, that's too much, Mr. Stewart, that's the same as walking into a gym, looking at all the weights and saying, oh, it's just too much. But look, dream big, start small. Every day you'll grow smarter and stronger. Very simple. But welcome to the School of Athens news, where it's all good all the time. What we're doing today is very exciting. It's episode 16. It's an explosion of the milk color explosion of the universe. It's just a little experiment designed to help you imagine what it would be like way back 14 and a half billion years ago. Today, just for the record, it's star date 07012017. Yes, I saw Star Trek Beyond recently. But in French, to keep our minds growing, it is, what is today? Dimanche, juillet, 2nd, 2017. But just know this day will never ever come again in history. It hasn't in 14 and a half billion years. It'll never, not in another 14 and a half billion years. So, based on what my mom says, is we have to have the best day ever. We have to live each day like it's our last, because one day it will be. But it's not today, and that's all we care about. So thank you, Mom, for living that kind of life for me. In Cherokee, I would say wado, thank you. In Greek, I'd say efkaristo. And in French, of course, I'd say merci, with a little French, merci. So what are we doing? We're going to model the explosive beginning of the universe. And remember, we have a universe within us. We're made of the same stuff. And every day it's a chance to just make these inside our cells and our nuclei, we can explode with powerful beliefs, powerful thinking that leads to telling our cells action to take. So all you need to do, this is very, very simple. You need a plate of whole milk. Whole milk works best, or whole milk's best. Different colors of food coloring, or just one, as long as you see a color reaction, or a reaction in the milk. The color helps that. Liquid soap, preferably. I think I have Dawn. That was Dove. Let me guess. We got the whole milk right here, and we have food coloring dye. So you probably already have these at home, and a Q-tip. So let me explain. So 14 and a half billion years ago, there was all darkness. And then there was an explosion of energy. And it created the 100 billion galaxies. Like we live in the Milky Way galaxy, right? We have the Andromeda in our supercluster. We have the Triangulum. We have E, and then APQ, whatever those are. They're smaller ones. But there's about 100 billion galaxies just like the Milky Way. Not, spirals, some are oval and others. But within our own Milky Way, we have a solar system, ours. The Milky Way alone has tens of billions of other solar systems. So we live in a teeny tiny part of the whole universe. So let's go big and quit feeling so small. I don't know if that makes sense, but to me it does. We got so much to explore. We have to go big and use as much of our minds and our hearts as possible. So, as students of the School of Athens, I want you to mind adventure research how this happens when we're done. I'm going to come back in a later episode and explain. But before that, I never really liked those science videos that ask a question. So what do you think is happening? Well, I'll tell you what's happening. Well, we don't even have time to think for ourselves. Therefore, we're just memorizing what other people have thought, and that's not good. We're not dogs, okay? We're human beings, Homo sapiens. So I want you to create a question about something you see. This is science principle, the practice of science. Raise a question about the natural world. I wonder why this is happening. Well, I'm not going to tell you the questions. You figure them out, okay? So let us go to the experiment very quickly. See if I can do this correctly. My technology is not, perfect, but you see this? This is your plate of milk. And then we're going to just add a few drops of red, and then green, vert. So we have rouge and vert. Oh, blue's really hard to learn in French. It's bleu. And then yellow, I'm not sure what yellow is. I know giallo, Italian, amarillo, Spanish, yellow, yellow. It's not coming to me. So I'm trying to memorize it. Okay, then we take a little Q-tip, put it in soap. You don't need a whole lot, so get off a little excess. And then, boom, 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 boom. Look at that. Isn't that pretty cool? So it's an explosion of color, just like there was an explosion of energy. That is so cool. Science is amazing. We need science every day, at least one experiment a week in our classrooms. So I'm going to hold School of Athens camps where we do stuff like this all the time, probably on Saturdays over the summer, maybe even during the school year. I think I'd like to do it too. I'll just have to find that explosion of energy within me. Aha! So, what do you think of that? Here, Mr. Aristotle, back in our Stone Age cave that we built. What do you think about that? I don't know what he says because statues don't talk. So, just think about what's happening. Until then, we'd say, "Sti you," "Sti you," be brave. I'll see you next time. "Sti you," find the hero in you. And French, of course, "au revoir," "au revoir." That's a hard one for me to pronounce. And in Greek, I've learned it's "antio," "antio." So, dream big, do bigger, become your biggest self. And for my mom and myself, have the best day ever. And tomorrow you'll wake up more than ever. You'll wake up more tomorrow than you even were today. If you take this and you start thinking about, I wonder what happens. I wonder why this. I'm not going to tell you questions. So, anyway, love you guys all. Di mi cuore, a mi labio, a ti.